play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. ETN on the toss right. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. And they'll go again with ETN. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd and 7. Lawrence will throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, 63 yards. And the Jaguars are on the board first here in this division round matchup. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now he's going to get it on the jet sweep. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Hill going to go in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
In motion, Hill. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row and now a pickup of 8. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now Waddle on the jet sweep. And Waddle going to have a Dolphins first down as he'll get this down to the 41. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. John Ross, 41 yards. And the Dolphins are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official. On second down, a run with Etienne. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence on the move to his left. Man open, here is Jones. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 46 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Steps away to his left. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Dolphins.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. Returnable here from the 38. 13 yards the tally on the return there. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Seven, our score after 1. Second and 14. Here's Lawrence to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Well, they tried the field goal from just inside of 70 yards. It missed, and now this offense set up nicely at midfield. From midfield, here's Tua. That's swung out to Mostert. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
He's right.
Now Tua going to change the play. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. Tua sets up to pass it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Elijah Higgins from 13 yards out. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Now Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well. And they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
Now they'll change things up. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Etienne bringing in another one. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Here's Hill on the return. There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Such an impressive punt return, 83 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. It's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. Lawrence going to move him around a bit. Here's Lawrence. Dancing to his left. Oh, Ingram, he's got it. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, it's Lawrence. Flush to his right. He'll connect on the out route with Ingram. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. The kick by McManus is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, not the best 1st half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the 2nd half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. That's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the 2nd half of this AFC divisional round. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves them with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Hill going to go in motion right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Buying time to his left. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Play action. Now it's Tua. Forced out to his left. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can not afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Agnew now to return. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
ETN up the middle. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Lawrence to throw. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one a first down. Play action. It's Lawrence sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Channing Tindall just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now, here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Slant complete to Etienne. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 8. Back to throw. Lawrence. Open man right side is Ingram. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They go play action with Lawrence. Locates Etienne along the sideline. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Jalen Phillips drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now he's stripped. He lost the football. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Hill going to go in motion right. They'll go for it and run a little touch pass here. They'll get it inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. And they'll send Waddle in motion left. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now Tua signaling to change things up. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the Jaguars are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Now a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 17-yard line.
They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Screenplay. Here's Etienne. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. This pass complete to Higgins. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
All right, fellas, listen up.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. It's Hill. Complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
4 yards.
Tua going to throw. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Lawrence. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Down to the 42, 2nd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
Here's a 2nd and 8. A give up the middle to H.A. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 3rd and 5. They'll run again. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They run for it. H.8. And he is going to have a Miami first down. And the Dolphins are going to win the football game. The Dolphins advancing in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.
Listen, the past bananas, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over, you bragging ignorance, you lack the vision from sacrilegious. I feel my ratchets, you ever offended my clearly crafted mission with crass intentions. You may have given them credit so they can save now. This ain't the end and you might as well go and lay down. Make way to witness the heights are going, I'm fade down. You pray for distance from guys like me, it's too late now. Preparation means opportunity, no? Being great has ambiguity, no? Too much at stake for your foolery, is it though? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, did you know? What have I done? What are my motives? What am I thinking? What do you think? What's to be done? Who needs a motive? I won't be defeated. They don't want to see it. Don't want to believe it. But no one will stop to the most uneven. I'm close to achieving my goals. I'm leading to show them everything that I believe in. I ain't here to fight, Phil. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes and flatter, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing. I'ma show you what these hands are doing. Hold up. Beautiful tragedies happen, one for the evening. No umbrella can shelter the way I storm on your weekends. I'm not interested, I want to form an allegiance. I'm simply captivated on how you more my achievements. One screw away from feeling I'm gonna lose it. So who's to blame if I cultivated a moment? Stupid claims I'm a lunatic and I'm clueless, but you'll rule the day when I'm doing this for amusement. Preparation means opportunity, yes. Being great is ambiguity, yes. Too much at stake for your foolery, this a test. Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, I ain't ready. Can you stop me? Well, ain't that so? Ain't nothing gonna block me from the pain I know. You have no other choice but to watch me reap the flames I grow. You probably think that I'm ungodly, but I ain't that so. But I ain't here to fight, Phil. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes and flatter, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. We ain't even. Laying cement when you daydreaming. Came needing to eat, I ain't eating in 8 weeks. And my mouth's watering like I stay teething. You can't reason with the animal that's loose and my brain's tweaking. You don't really know me. If you think you do get amnesia, got a problem, I'm subtracting you like a mad teacher. I'm that lethal like a threat to a mass preacher. I send you up to Christ if you crossing your act even. Preparation means opportunity, maybe. Being great is ambiguity, baby. Too much at stake for your foolery, ain't it crazy? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, you won't faze me. You ain't really hard like you imagining. Bragging about being toxic, but you ain't really that hazardous. Rap God, if you don't believe in me, then it's blasphemous. Everything that you are is an acronym to my adjectives. But I ain't here to fight, Phil. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes and flatter, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules.